Welcome back to Ape Escape with me, Matthew Gaddis, aka Puggy. So, indeed, we will head to the next level in the Cenozoic era, which is the Dark Ruins, and this one could be a long one as well. Why? Because of certain things, most notably the sheer amount of monkeys here. Because this is the first, I guess, really big level we'll have to go through because we are exploring some ruins here. You'll also notice that one of the monuments is already holding a Spectre coin. However, when we get to said monument, we will have to deal with the fact that that there is a high wall, and the only way to get over it is to either go beneath it or use another gadget that we don't have yet. So yeah. Meanwhile, there are these annoying enemies which will take 2 hits with the stone club, and there are also some flying enemies here which I do not like. And until we get another gadget which we'll get in the next episode, we're pretty much screwed because I cannot attack very well with Spike's stone club in midair. You know, as I've mentioned before, it doesn't work very well. Here is our first dark blue pants monkey who runs very fast. It's like they're athletic sprinters or anything, so the easiest way I find to sneak up on them is just to have Spike sneak by holding down the the L3 button, holding down the left analog stick, in other words. Yeah. But yeah, I also like the music here. It's kind of mysterious. Again, the only track I really do not like in Ape Escape, out of all of them, is probably Dexter's thing, because it just sounds horrible. No offense to Soichi Terada, who did a brilliant job doing the soundtrack for Ape Escape, but yeah, this is probably the one track I do not like, but we'll get to that when we get to it. And there's the annoyance of the flying enemies. Without the gadget that will allow us to fly, we are screwed, I'm afraid, for lack of a better word. So, indeed, that being said, let's go up the hill and around the corner, and yeah. And no, Spike cannot climb those pillars either. There is one in the middle that he can, but never mind that. You'll notice this stone floor here. We will have to do something about that a bit later on, but for now, I'm gonna go inside the ruins and come across these pink monstrosities that look like Kirby rejects, seriously. They look similar to the Scarfies, but they don't turn into demons like the Scarfies. So yeah, all they do is split them into small pieces, but they do remind me a bit of the Scarfies, only on the ground. Seriously. But yeah, that's basically what these guys do, seriously. In fact, it kind of reminds me a bit of Banjo-Kazooie as well, because Boss Boombox had the same sort of thing, as did the Amiibos later on in Ratchet and Clank. Seriously, though, you can blame Dr. Nefarious for that one. So yeah. And you can get cookies off these guys, and probably a good idea, because I've already died once to a flying enemy. I don't want to die to one of these guys. And I'm already down to 1 health. Also, you'll see in the corner going down that slide is another Spectre coin. Unfortunately, we will have to go around the thing to get there.
Too late.
There is also, before I died there, a monkey hiding behind the stone bars and seemingly able to shoot his laser gun through the bars. Yeah, if only Lara had that ability. That would be actually quite badass. But no, she doesn't, and no, neither do. And we don't get a projectile weapon until, as I say, the next episode. And even that we can't fire through a thing, although it does have some very unique ammo, which does carry over to the other games as well. Seriously. So that being said, I want to get to those fucking cookies, thank you very much. And then get past this annoying reject from a Kirby game that looks almost exactly like a pink Scarfie. I know they're more orange in the Kirby games, but that's what they remind me of. And then ignore the monkey for now. Ignore the monkey. Go to the other side and indeed go through here. Now here is a block that's pretty much is waiting to be pushed. There's also another monkey up here, but be careful. He does have a laser gun and the seriously, that's going to be the bane of my existence. I don't know what American Spike does, as he's voiced by a man here. Seriously, I'll give English Spike this. At least the voice actor is actually trying to sound like a boy. Seriously, the guy voicing Spike in the American dub does not even sound like a boy. It sounds like a man trying to do a boyish voice, and not very well. Seriously, I think let's put it this way. He does not have the vocal range to sound like a boy. He's no Justin Briner or Johnny Young Bosch, let me put it that way. But that being said, let's go over here and indeed get rid of this annoying enemy that looks like the sole enemy from the Sonic game. Seriously. Anyway, that being said, let's crawl up here a bit. Now here is another new monkey, the Green Pants monkey, who specializes in explosives and indeed guided missiles. So be careful of this guy, seriously, because once he notices you, and he does notice me here, he launches his missiles ad infinitum. Seriously, he's like he has an infinite amount of missiles in his backpack or something. Seriously. Anyway, that being said, what I want to do with said monkey is try and catch him while he's on the ground. Something that's quite a bit harder because of the fact that said monkey not only does have the missiles, but he's standing right next to a gigantic fan that will blow Spike off the stage if he's willing to, and yeah. Thankfully, the missiles only have a certain distance, which, if Spike is crawling, is gonna be a pain in the ass, but, yeah. Never mind. No, I'm not gonna go up that thing. Narrow platforming is the enemy, in my opinion. Seriously. And also from my experience. So here is another monkey here. We're actually in the central area there, so monkey see, monkey get. And then I am actually going to crawl up here, because this will actually get us to the Spectre coin here. Yeah, the one on top of the giant monkey helmet that we saw when we were coming up to this area, so I do want to get that. As I say, I want to get as many Spectre coins as possible. And he's literally on top of the monkey helmet. Then I'll jump off here and damage be damned, I'm taking it. Seriously. And then it's a matter of making my way over to the other ruins. I am not going to try and get that annoying missile monkey for now. I'll do it after I've completed the main story. And those who have played Apis game will know what I'm talking about. Seriously, so that being said, let's go further in. Maybe I'll use the... I didn't even get a chance to use the spin attack, which is annoying as hell. That's what I should have done here. Use the spin attack with these enemies. And also not use it in midair. And no, I don't know why I'm in first person there, but never mind. Let's go up here and ignore the enemy and hit that switch. Again, that's also done with the Stone Club. Of course, it's kind of the go-to weapon. Also another one that looks like a lightsaber in this game only. Seemingly because it glows and everything. Seemingly Lucasfilm may have noticed, and so they turned it into just a normal hit stick in later games, but still has the same sort of thing here. So, down there would be another monkey, however, it's a pretty tough one to get. So yeah, so I'm gonna probably go downstairs. Now here is where things get a bit tougher, because down here is a really fast monkey, and one of the things we can get to catch said monkey is a gadget that will allow us to hit switches and whatnot, but more on that later. We have also these stone monkey statues who will seemingly become possessed and attack me. Now, this monkey fucked up already, haven't I? Yeah, he goes for a bit of a swim in the water. You can actually try and catch up with him. Not easy, I know, but it's doable. Just so long as he doesn't notice you, of course. And he doesn't step on that switch, although it seems like he did. Also off to the right is yet another monkey, but I want to sneak up on him. The one that were there. Though, if you're gonna do that, don't do what I'm doing here, and I'll sneak up on him that way, but there you go. So that's one monkey down. So I don't know if I go through here or not. And this bit I don't know if I do right. Nope, I think I do a double jump here. Okay, good. And be wary, those platforms don't stick around very long. Of course they don't. And when you start, you emerge back in the central chamber, of course. So now I am thinking of getting that monkey down there, which is not going to be easy, mind, but if I can get the thing behind Spike, maybe. In fact, yeah, I managed to get it, so this is just a regular yellow pants monkey, and yes, and he's just stuck in place, so why am I being so bad with the Sun Club? I do not know, so monkey see, monkey get, and indeed, we are done here. So the next episode, we'll actually get the slingshot, which is one of my favourite gadgets again, but I'll see you then. Goodbye!
You're good.